We're here on Physalia Seamount. This is the first ever ROV or submersible dive onto Physalia Seamount. We're only about 200 miles to the southeast of Cape Cod. Our current depth is 2,484 meters, just over 2.4 kilometers depth.
I can't tell on the surface whether, if we were somehow able to clear off all the sediment, if this would be purely pillow lavas or if there would be a lot of breccia material between each of the individual lobes.
Yeah, this looks really different from what we were seeing before. You can see these layers in the bedding. It looks like it's, what I would call sedimentary if I was on land looking at sandstones, for example. So what I did hear Lisa saying, the geologists there that were observing this and discussing said that this did look more like a terrestrial, continental origin sedimentary type rock. This is a member of the Hexacoralia and the order Actiniaria, the true sea anemones. So it's just one large polyp with a ring of tentacles that surrounds the mouth. The mouth is down in the bottom of that little crater-shaped structure. Very nice images. This is a type of crinoid. It's related to the sea stars and the brittle stars. But you see those little white structures that look like hooks. Those are called pinnules. It's using those to hang on to that sponge. They're kind of like little legs. There's a beautiful view of it. And if you take a sea urchin and you kind of stretch it out, you get one of these sea cucumbers. But it's much softer. It doesn't have a hard shell. This is a deposit feeder, so it will be munching on the sediments in the mud. And again, you can see kind of transparent through it. Almost looks like a netting or a fabric. And you're basically looking at the architecture of the skeleton that the cells are draped on in this sponge. That's a really nice view in that sponge. Here we're having a close-up look at a sea spider, the Pycnogonida, and it looks like it is feeding on a giant solitary hydroid. Outstanding. Cannot believe it. Yep, two amphipods with sort of the red face. We've been seeing those that morphology amphipod quite a lot.
Oh,
and a wonderful view of the what's called the charadoid response. So the squat lobster has a pretty good muscular abdomen, but it's curled underneath the thorax there. The thorax is the part where all those legs are arising. And the squat lobster can flex that muscle very rapidly to send out a jet of water from underneath the body and cause it to swim back very rapidly. This looks like a nematocarcinid shrimp, so a benthic shrimp, but he's swimming up into the water column. Oh, there he did his charadoid response, which is to flick his abdomen to go backwards. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we unfortunately have to deal with the elements here. We're on a ship at sea in the North Atlantic. The winds are really building quite a lot out here where we are. We can feel it as the ship is rolling back and forth. And so we're going to have to end the dive a little bit early today, come up off the bottom. You know, it takes more than an hour, about an hour and a quarter, to get the vehicles up from the depth that we're working. And so if the seas are strong now, they're only going to keep building as the wind is blowing over them. So we need to get the, is that an octopus?
That looks like
yeah, we got an octopus to end the dive here, so that's kind of nice. If at all possible, we will certainly be diving tomorrow, but we know that there's some pretty serious weather that's coming into the area.